Here we have the 2018 Personify Pinot Noir from Project M. 2018 was a really interesting vintage in the Willamette Valley. It was pretty warm and pretty dry, which made the wines generally bigger and more tannic and structured than what we think of as the kind of classic Pinot Noir from Oregon expression. That being said, these wines are totally destined to be agers, and with this wine being from 2018, it's already on that journey. The other thing to mention too is that while the structure and kind of size of this wine is a little out of standard for Willamette Valley Pinot Noir, the flavor profile is everything you would want in Oregon Pinot. It's got the forest floor, it's got the menthol, it's got the mushroom that everyone really loves when it comes to this wine. This wine, because of that intersection of it being classic flavors, but a little bit broader and a little bit more tannic, we found to really be a crowd pleaser. Even if you're not a standard Pinot Noir drinker, you tend to like wines with a little bit more body or a little bit more tannin. I highly recommend diving into this wine because it really, I think, will scratch that itch for you.
Yeah, there's some really nice fruit on this, but you're also getting that mushroom, a little bit of cola, dried herbs, some of those classic markers for Pinot Noir. There's a lot of really nice red fruits in this as well. It has great balance, super approachable.
We're really hitting this wine at, I think, kind of the perfect moment too. 2018 wines, upon release a couple years ago, were a little burly, for lack of a better term. They were a little aggressive, a little too tannic, but with an extra couple years, those tannins have really kind of rounded out. They've integrated, and these wines across the board from the Willamette Valley from 2018 are really coming into balance right now. So this is just a wonderful time to be popping a bottle of certainly any wine from the Willamette Valley from 2018, but certainly one from such an esteemed producer as Project M.
I was introduced to Project M a few years ago by chance when I did a tasting at a winemakers collective in Oregon called the Carlton Winemaker Studio. They were a micro winery at about 400 cases a year. They've grown a little bit more since then. But this type of working style of sharing one production facility demonstrates this collaborative atmosphere that you'll find in many Pacific Northwest areas, in Oregon to Washington, because equipment is very expensive. And so this helps provide opportunities for these ultra small wineries. So Project M is the vision of Jerry and Meg Murray. And while they may be tiny, they've been in the industry collectively for 30 years. And the skills show it. From the winemaking to the beautifully designed labels, their passion comes from the experience of wine and how it pairs with and can enhance food. So this is going to be a really incredible wine to pair with the recipe that we chose for this. And two of our other winery partners are at the Carlton Winemaker Studio, Lytle Barnett, Sparkling, and also Obane. So yeah, check it out. It's amazing. Cheers.
Cheers.